Okay, so we have one extraordinary item. Let's slide again, give us some room here. And what I'm going to write down now would be the extraordinary items. So let's type in extraordinary item. There's only one, and what we will type in is gain. Oh, I gotta make all of these visible here. Let's indent this a little bit, and this is the gain. What was our gain caused by? It sold its only investment in common stock during the year at a gain of $145,000. The gain is taxed at a rate of 40%. Now we're going to assume again everything is 38% rather than 40%. Okay? So we had a gain on sale of common stock. And we're not exactly told why this is extraordinary, but for some reason we're told it does meet the requirement. So we'll say the gain on sale of the common stock was $145,000. And I'm going to do a little bit of formatting again here. In this case, I want to slide this over. And then we have to subtract out the taxes that relate to the gain. Remember, for irregular items, we get involved with income tax allocation. We allocate the total income taxes to those irregular items. Okay, and again, we'll use 38%. And we come up with 55,100. We take that less that amount. That gets us 89,900. Let's see if I can format this a little bit better. I think it's this one that isn't formatted correctly. Yeah, there. Now that lines up. So a net extraordinary gain of 89,900. And after that, what we have come up with is net income. And net income, we would take the income before extraordinary items plus the extraordinary item, right? In this case, it's a positive adjustment because it's a gain. And then let's format this with a double underline. I think we have it under font. Okay, I'll slide a little bit up. I did it as a true. That's not right. I think I picked the wrong item there. Font, double accounting, but the number has to be like that, I think is fine. Okay, and there. Now we bring it back to life. Put a $sign, no decimal points, and we get 719,820. Okay, from there, the other items we would need to deal with is the per share of common stock, which also belongs on the face of an income statement. Okay, now I've slid a little bit so we can drop these in. And what we would write in would be income from continuing operations. Let me indent a little bit, format this all the way down here. And then we would have discontinued operations, net of tax. All of this needs to be stated when we have a complex income statement structure with unusual items below continuing operations. Then we would have income before extraordinary items. We would have the extraordinary gain, or the extraordinary item, net of tax, and then finally net income. And this is on a per share of common stock basis. So then what we would have to do the computations. Let's see if they've given us the number of shares outstanding. Oh, one other item I didn't discuss. Number 4, an internal audit discovered that amortization of intangible assets was understated by $35,000 net of tax in a prior period. The amount was charged against retained earnings. Okay, well that's a prior period adjustment and it was handled correctly. It would not flow through the income statement because it related to an earlier period that's not being presented along with the financial statements. So there's no changes to our income statement on that. Okay, 100,000 shares of common stock. So we have 100,000 shares of common stock outstanding, so that should make our calculations pretty straightforward. Alright, so if we take our income from continuing operations divided by the 100,000 shares, we come up with 748. Then if we take the income, the discontinued operations net of tax, right, which is that 117 number, and divide that by 100,000, we get the per share impact of that. Let me format this again, going down. We'll turn all of these into comma with 2 decimal places. Income before extraordinary items divided by 100,000. Extraordinary item is 89,000 divided by $100,000. And then of course net income. And with this we should be able to just do the math. Actually, even the 630 we should have been able to take 748 less the 119 to come up with that, and then take the 630 minus the 90 or plus the 90 cents. It's a gain in this case. Underline that. Use that same format here, and then I'll put the decimal places back in. Okay, and that gives us our per share of common stock, and we've worked this problem. Alright, I'll slide back up now. Thanks everyone, and I hope you found this beneficial.